If you're over 50 and still think honey is just sugar dressed up to sound healthy, you're not alone. What if I told you that eating 1 tablespoon of honey a day could actually help with fat loss, cravings, and stress? Yeah, I didn't believe it at first either. In this video, I am breaking down what happens when you eat 1 tablespoon of honey every day for 30 days. Based on real science, not internet myths. No hype, no fluff, just what the research says and how it might help you if you're in midlife and want to feel better in your body without going extreme. So let's get into it. Here is what surprised me at first. Honey can actually reduce, yes, sugar cravings. Sounds backwards, right? But it's true. Studies show honey activates certain gut hormones like PYY and GLP-1. Now, GLP-1 is a naturally occurring hormone that helps regulate blood sugar and appetite. So, it naturally tells your brain, I'm good, I don't need any more sweets. Oh, and get this. Honey triggers these better than table sugar does. Bottom line, you're not fighting cravings with willpower. You're preventing them before they hit. Next up, blood sugar. Now, we've all heard sugar spikes glucose, and yeah, most sugars do. But honey's different. It contains sugars like trehalose and isomaltose that actually help slow the absorption of glucose. That means fewer crashes, more stable energy, and less of that late afternoon slump. Use honey instead of sugar in your tea or oatmeal. You'll notice the difference. Here is where it gets even more interesting. In one study, folks who ate honey at breakfast instead of regular sugar ate less the entire day. They weren't trying to eat less. They just weren't as hungry. Their ghrelin, now that's the hunger hormone, stayed lower. So if you're trying to reduce calories without counting every bite, honey might actually help. So let's talk belly fat, the kind that's stubborn and doesn't budge no matter what you do. One key player is cortisol. You know, that stress hormone. Honey can help lower cortisol by calming the stress response. There's even a study that showed rats eating honey had less visceral fat and better living health. Now, this doesn't mean honey is a magic fat burner. It just works with good habits, not instead of them. But paired with consistent eating and some walking, it can help the belly fat shrink faster. If you would like a free customized nutrition report where I can point out what's holding you back from losing that belly fat, click the link in the description below called Free Personalized Nutrition Report. Chronic inflammation. That's like the slow burn that makes everything harder. Fat loss, sleep, energy. Honey is packed with flavonoids, plant-based compounds that reduce key inflammatory markers. A review of 42 studies found honey can lower TNF, alpha, IL-6, and others that are linked to heart disease and joint pain. That's huge, especially for those of us over 50 who feel those creaky knees creeping in. Ever notice how stress makes cravings worse? It's not just mental, it's hormonal. Honey has a calming effect on the HPA axis, the part of your body that controls stress hormones like cortisol. And because honey helps regulate blood sugar, it can lead to a better sleep, especially if you take it at night. A little honey before bed, it helps liver store glycogen, keeps blood sugar steady, and keeps you asleep longer. Here's one thing I didn't expect, gut health. Honey acts like a natural prebiotic, feeding good bacteria in your gut while reducing the bad. In a recent study, people who ate honey daily had a noticeable shift in their microbiome, more balance, less inflammation. And better gut health means better mood, better digestion, and better immune function. Speaking of immunity, honey is not just sweet, it's strong. Especially Manuka honey, which has a potent antimicrobial properties. It helps fight off bad bacteria in your gut and can even help protect against infection. This is one of those daily habits that quietly builds resilience, especially during cold and flu season. Now, you're worried about cholesterol. A review of 7 studies showed honey can improve your lipid profile, raise HDL, that's the good cholesterol, lower HDL, the bad stuff, reduce triglycerides, and even lower oxidized LDL, which is linked to heart issues. This isn't just hype, it's real data. Now, while it's not a replacement for good nutrition and movement, it amplifies the results you're already working towards. Here is the big idea. Honey isn't just another form of sugar. It's a natural blend of enzymes, antioxidants, and slow digesting carbs. When used right, 1 tablespoon a day can actually support your health goals. Less cravings equals more stable energy, lower inflammation, and better digestion. You just have to use it smart, not splash it on everything. Now, if you're someone who's tried cutting sugar only to rebound later and really hard, try adding honey instead of cutting everything out. Simplicity beats perfection, always. This is about building habits that work with your life, not against it. And if you want a system that shows you how to eat well without giving up the foods you love, click the link in the description below for a free personalized nutrition report. Follow the instructions and I'll send you a free video that explains how we coach real results without diets. See you later.